Merck Foundation conducts their 5th edition of Merck Africa Asia Luminary under the patronage of His Excellency the President of Senegal, Mr. MACKY SALL. Dr. Rasha Kelej, CEO of Merck Foundation and chairperson of the conference, welcomed the 10 African First Ladies, 15 Ministers of Health, and more than 1,000 healthcare providers and policymakers from 58 countries to open the sessions with the aim to improve access to quality healthcare solutions in the 2 continents.
Good morning to all of you, and I'll try a little bit of French. Bonjour. His Excellency President of Senegal, MACKY SALL. His Excellency the Prime Minister of Senegal. And Her Excellency First Lady of Senegal, Madame Mariam Sall. Your Excellencies here present, First Ladies from Africa. Honorable Ministers here present. Chairman and owner of Merck, Professor Frank Starkenberg-Haverkamp, and CEO Merck Foundation, Dr. Rasha Kelej, and the other trustees who are here today, healthcare providers and policymakers, ladies and gentlemen, again, good morning, bonjour, and guten Tag. I'm trying to impress the professor. It is a distinct honor for me to be in attendance today at this very important event that marks the 5th edition of Merck Africa Asia Luminary. I certainly feel at home as a woman and as a mother among my colleagues, Your Excellencies, First Ladies from different parts of Africa. I recognize the privilege and opportunity I have been accorded to contribute in the discussion relating to infertility. It is the first time that Botswana is participating in such an event. And once more, I thank the organizers for extending this invitation to us. So you didn't forget us completely there, Raja. Thank you. Distinguished guests, we are aware that Merck Foundation extends support to a number of areas: cancer care, diabetes, high blood pressure, and infertility. Amongst the issues that will be deliberated on over the next 2 days is the issue of infertility. As First Lady and as a woman, a sister, a mother, I am in full support of Merck's campaign, More Than a Mother, whose initiatives aims to provide medical education and training and to further support governments to define policies to improve access to safe and effective fertility care, while also addressing stigmatization and social suffering of infertile women. This campaign is critical for both my country and Africa at large, because infertility remains an issue globally affecting both men and women. But we know how it is the women, particularly in our African setting, bear the bulk of the social and emotional burden when there's an inability to conceive. So we are always blamed. In my country, Botswana, although there's no recorded official statistics, fertility practitioners estimated to be around 15%. Botswana, similar to many countries, have over the years rather focused on studies around fertility rates, where the drive in the past was towards reduced fertility rates, which we have actually achieved to a large extent. Our fertility rates currently average around 3 per woman. It poses a concern that studies addressing infertility have been so limited. In Botswana, we do not have extreme cases of inhumanity, torture, abuse, and stigmatization of women with infertility challenges, but our affected women are often shamed in subtle ways, which is a form of prejudice. For the single woman, a typical single woman, her friends pressurize her on why she's not having children. Her own family, including parents, would question her in a subtle manner on why she's delaying childbearing. You'll hear these whispers around 22 or so, then you'll get the pressures. More so when you're in your 30s. Her partner would also, in some cases, demand a child before marriage. All these place in tremendous pressure on women, leading to reduced self-esteem, self-worth, and adequacy as a woman. A large number of women still view the completeness of a woman as being substantiated by being a mother, which should not be the case. And for the married woman, The couple has pressures from both sides of the family, her family and her in-laws, where in our setups, in-laws are a major part of our family. The husband would also blame the woman, in extreme cases would bear children under the small house arrangement. All these pressures, similar to the case of the single woman, lead to negative feelings. In my country, if a couple fails to bear children, automatically society continues to place blame solely on the woman, although it may actually be the man's problem too. Society needs to encourage men to discuss the issue of infertility openly, bearing in mind that infertility is a shared responsibility and hence own this burden too. So it should go both ways. Going forward, to help those carrying this burden have a lighter load or no load at all. Overall, we need to change our societal views on infertility and urge clinicians to find sustainable and affordable solutions to this challenge. So overall, we need to wear a different lens. Actually, Raja, I wish we had a lens here, literally, where we have a different set of glasses so that we look at this very differently. It would be good if there would be policy changes for assisted reproduction and awareness, and where our governments could avail specialized care to assist fertility. Over the years, in Botswana, a large number of IVFs, for instance, are done in neighboring South Africa. We just didn't have the facilities. And more so that another factor is that the average Botswana cannot afford this service. Even if it were made affordable, it would be great. Educating couples on factors affecting conception would be good. Some couples are not even aware that diet may be a contributing factor, lack of exercise, so awareness and education would work well. We would also require counseling services so that no woman suffers in silence. A lot of women hold it back. They're too ashamed to even discuss it. And couples could also be counseled, and even families who live with these people. Much as it is difficult to wear this lens, I still emphasize that it should be worn and there should be a shift. Even in the early stages of life, girls and boys should be made aware of this, so that as they grow up, they are aware that infertility may happen and there's nothing to be ashamed of, and that there are other options such as adoption, although it may be difficult in some cultures. Girls should also appreciate that, actually both girls and boys should appreciate that one's manhood or womanhood should not be validated by childbearing only. There are so many other things. I wish to implore you all to join hands and fight the stigma. And once more, I congratulate Merck on attaining its 35th anniversary and the Merck Foundation on its first. I thank you all for your attention. Merci beaucoup.